Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing a really quick tutorial on how I do a crown braid on my stretched fine natural hair. So I'm going to switch over to voiceover because I feel like there's a lot of background noise right now while I am recording. I don't want my hair to revert too much, which it already has because I blew it out yesterday and humidity just kind of like took over. So I'm just going to put this on my ends so that I'm able to just move through my hair a bit easier while I'm braiding. It's virtually detangled for the most part, but when you have any kind of texture and you go to braid your hair, there is a chance for like breakage if you're not careful. So I'm just going to add this to my ends, and I am using Omira Naturals hair strengthening oil. Actually don't mind if my ends are a little bit oily since my hair is going up and my hair will absorb this oil. So I'll move it up a little bit. I'm gonna take my glasses off too. So as you see, my hair is typically parted in the center. For this style, I'm actually going to change that and move the part over to the side. And now I'm going to switch to voiceover.
So what I'm doing here is just making sure that, the oil is distributed through my hair, that I'm really tangle free for the most part. And then I'm going to start braiding my hair from the front. Now, how you choose to braid to create your crown braid is totally up to you. You could do it in a small fashion so that it's sort of a smaller braid, but I'm going to take a larger section here and I'm going to start braiding part the way down. You could also start at the very root. It just really depends on how you want it to look. I'm going for more of a sort of natural flare. Now I'm going to speed the braiding process up a little bit. This is really not a braiding tutorial per se, but you can still kind of see what's happening here. And when you're braiding, you just have to be very careful not to break your fine hair. As you can see here, I got to the back and it got a little bit tangled. I had to really take my time with it and just really work on braiding it very slowly, detangling with my fingers slowly. And when you find you come upon, a section like that where you just can't get that tangle out, you may need to just unbraid a little bit and then just restart the process, pick up where you left off, just so that you don't cause any sort of breakage. So guys, as I'm braiding through the rest of my hair and I get to the end, you see I figure I'd stop right here, right next to my ear. But then I realized something. My hair is not quite long enough to reach across the top if I stop there. So here is where I decide to take it down up until where my ear is, and then to proceed braiding further up to the top so I have more hair left over to pin across. So this is just another way that you can kind of modify it for your hair length. Of course you can add hair, but I don't do the adding hair thing. I just work with what I have. Now that I finished braiding it closer to the top, as I braid to the end, and what I'm going to do is use a product by Got2b. I've shown this in a previous video on how it volumizes fine hair, but it really works really well at also volumizing and plumping up a braid. And I learned about this product from Hair Romance right here on YouTube as well. This is a great product. It works on all hair types. It really, depends on how much you want to poof your hair up. But just so that the braid doesn't look too flimsy, I'm going to add the Got2b volumizing powder. And here I'm just fanning it apart by slightly pulling at the braid and loosening it up so it looks fuller. I'm only going to do it up until about maybe the 1/2 inch from the end, and then I'm going to pin. Now I'm just going to pull out my little tendrils on the side, and what I will do next is completely and totally optional. I am going to add some edge control to polish up the style a little bit. And I will leave a link down below to all of the products that I used in this hairstyle. But I just want to polish this up just a little bit, smooth my edges out because my hair is a little bit frizzy right now. So I am going to just add the edge control. This is the Arcani Coil Care edge control. You have to make sure that this product is completely dry before you stop smoothing. So I'm just going to be smoothing on both sides just to make sure that my edges are actually set. And so the last thing I'm going to do is use some of this Eco Styler Clear to define my curls on the side of my hair. This is also very optional. You don't have to pull out, you know, the side curls, and I tuck it behind my ear while it's drying so that it doesn't completely, you know, curl all the way up to the scalp. But this is it. This is the style. It's very simple. It's very easy. You could do this with a flat twist as well. I have done so. But the braid, you know, shows just a little bit more definition. And if I weren't in such a hurry, I would actually make this even neater. But you essentially get the picture. This is a crown braid. It just goes all the way around. It's a great protective style. If you find that you have any like loose hairs, stray hairs, don't take it out and re-braid it. Do what I do. Use bobby pins. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in my next video, and remember to make God your only source.